So what's up YouTube, it's me GameManJ4, and I'm not where I usually vlog today. Da-da-da-da. Anyway, the reason I'm here instead of where I usually am is because I had to go to a meeting at this ethnic club thing I go to for the teenage group, and my parents went to their meeting that they also had tonight. So I was here with my laptop and my webcam, so I was like, it's vlogging time. I want to do this vlog all day, but I haven't really had the time. So, a couple of things of news I'd like to address. This is very uncomfortable, but oh well. That I've been hearing about, reading about, and so forth. First of all, Apple suing HTC. Now, this is pretty interesting. I'm really sorry for the shaky camera work, guys. This is the best I can do right now. Apple suing HTC. They are doing this because they say they're infringing on copyright, which is kind of retarded because a lot of the things they're suing that they say HTC infringed on are stuff that a lot of companies use anyway, like power management for the camera and so forth. That's really basic stuff that practically any phone with a camera, I guess Apple's saying they're infringing on their copyright. So I don't know how that works. Here, let's set this down. Secondly, while we're talking about computers and Apple, let's talk about their competitor, Microsoft. Well, Microsoft, along, I think, even with the government, wants to do something where they will completely remove any and all infected computers from the internet. What I'm saying is, any computer with an active virus on it will be barred from using the internet. I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to work, but they're going to find a way, apparently. And they want to enact that. Now, it's a good idea and a bad idea at the same time. It's a good idea because this helps ensure the safety of everyone else. It makes it a little bit harder for hackers to upload their viruses to the internet. Like, you can't even use, from my understanding, you won't even be allowed to use applications on your computer and programs and whatever you want to call them that connect to the internet. You can't use the internet in any way, shape, or form if you have an active virus, apparently. Now, the reason that's bad is for the people who have it, because I know for a lot of people, they get 95% of their programs through the internet, so they can't really that easily go get a software, especially if, like you get hit out in, some scenic vacation you're going to and there's no real tech stores nearby. Well, you're kind of screwed now, aren't you? So, so you can go get a virus software. But then again, you should have a virus installed on a virus program blocker thing installed on any computer you own, like within the first 10 days you get it. Like, if I get a new computer, I wouldn't even go on the internet until I had myself a firewall. Just saying. Alright, so lastly, Nintendo plans to release a Nintendo DSi XL. My personal take on it is that it's just a really big DSi, geared towards the more senior players. As I say, the older people who don't really, can see the small screens that well. Another reason that is because instead of their previous dingy little, toothpick-sized stick, they're now including a full pen-sized stylus thing that I don't even think inserts into the device. I think it's a complete standalone thing that you have to just lug around with, a big old thing. And I'm starting to wonder who had the idea first, Apple or Nintendo, to take one of their existing devices and just make it big. Because that's what Apple did with the iPad. They took an iPod Touch or iPhone, changed some of the features and made it big. That's all they did. Nintendo is taking the exact same device, slightly redesigning the outside and just making it big. Apparently the screen size is 93% bigger, but honestly, if I want a big screen, I have consoles for that, not handhelds. Handhelds, it's nice to have a big screen, but the only device that I've seen so far that manages to have a big screen and still be nice and portable is the PSP. But no, a DSi is not the place to put big screens in. You want good enough screens, but because there's two screens and so much extra area of plastic surface, it's too big to be considered handheld. So it works, but it doesn't work. It's a good thing. It's interesting because it might allow people to read ebooks on it, but who knows if Nintendo's going to do that. So apparently it gets released tomorrow, March, what's today? March whatever today isn't. March 5th. Yeah, today's the 4th. So it's going to release on the 5th, which is tomorrow, like I said. And we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to get one because I have myself a DSi and I don't need another big thing. I might consider getting one if I can get it cheap and it has some, like, oh my god, WTF barbecue sauce kind. I don't even know why I said that. But, you know, just some kind of amazingly awesome feature. Like, one feature it could have that might persuade me to get it, but even then I'd be skeptical, is if they allowed you to go to YouTube, right, and use the DSi's built-in camera to do vlogs, and added longer voice recordings, but then again, they could always just do that with a freaking system update on the DSi. You know, vlogging from the built-in cameras, taking video without going on YouTube, all that kind of stuff. If they add that, I mean, granted, I'm gonna wait to see if they do a system update to the regular DSi, but if they just aren't gonna do it, I might consider DSi XL, but I probably won't, because it's really just a waste of money if you already have the other system. Even if you don't have the other DSi, it's still a waste of money if you intend it to be a portable device. Granted, the ebooks are interesting, but I don't need it because if I really wanted some ebooks, I download the Kindle app for my iPod Touch, I'm all good to go. So there's that. But if you don't have any sort of e-reader device, and this does end up having an e-reader device, it might be something fun. You get games, music, somewhat of internet access, and then ebook reader all in one, and that's kind of cool, I guess. So whatever, you guys can take your own opinion on that. Otherwise, that's really it for today. There's more things I want to tell you guys, but this video is running kind of long, and I'll tell you about them tomorrow because they're not important. They're just things I want to tell you guys. Alright, so until next time, if I can find my mouse to stop the recording, I will see you guys later, and it is GamerManJ4 signing out.